Hi everyone, welcome back to Southeast Exotics. So, if you did see our last video, in last videos we was actually talking about your first spiderling and what you should get. So in this video, we're actually talking about, okay, so you got your first spiderling, you're happy with it, but you want to get another one. Which one should you get? What species should you get? How much do you want to spend? And all these questions come up in your head, and you need someone to answer them. So I'm going to literally answer every single question that you have. So if you do want to get another spiderling, let's say that you got a curly hair now and you probably have a salmon pink bird eater. So now you want to maybe, up your game, maybe want to get to some arboreals. Maybe you want something a lot more colorful, a lot more webbing. So here's all my recommendations. So let's start off with probably a really, really nice tarantula. So this one is a Trinidad olive gold. That's very important because there is a normal one, which I'll put up on the screen now. So this is the normal Trinidad olive. And then this one, which I'm going to put on the screen now, is a Trinidad olive gold. So as you can see, one has that really gold look. So these are dwarf species, so they don't really get big. So they'll get around like that big at most, maybe even smaller. So that is literally how big they get. Now, we actually have a sling that I'll happily show you guys how it looks. So here's a sling, baby. There he is. So that's a golden Trinidad olive. So there he is. So this one honestly is such an amazing pick. We only picked it up as a sling because of the coloration. We don't have a normal one, but I did have a normal one. And then there's this one now, this golden one. Honestly, such a stunning tarantula. This one I completely recommend. They are really, really heavy webbers. They're really hardy, really easy to take care of. You guys obviously have the basics down by now, as I talked about the substrate in last video. So you definitely have all of the basics down by now in this video. So again, it's really simple. As you can see, sling cup for probably around 1 month molt around. And then we're going to move it to a bigger cup. So honestly, this tarantula, perfect. The humidity and the temperature you need to keep is around 28 to 28 at max. As you probably think, 28, that is crazy. Exactly. So don't worry about that part. Just look at that 22. So room temperature will be perfect. Humidity, only 70 to 80%. That's not a lot. Just make sure you spray the cage and use the substrate that I did recommend. Honestly, beautiful tarantula, and I definitely do recommend this as your second option, or the Trinidad olive. So, next, I actually have, I'm going to show you one more sling until we get there, is the Panama blonde, the polka, the Samopaeus polka. Now, this one is such a gorgeous tarantula when it grows up and it gets to an adult. We could not resist not buying a sling. We do not have any of the adults or this one, so I can show you. But here's a photo of how the adult will look. But even when it is small, it has such a distinctive coloration. It's got like a golden, a pink leg, as you can see there. It's got a pink leg. Let me get a there we go. So it's got a pink leg and it's got a jet black body. It is such a nice and amazing tarantula. Their eating is crazy. You chuck something in and they go for it straight away. So you definitely do not need to worry about them not eating. So honestly, a sling, I'll give you a price range for this one, is around, I'd say, 10 to 15 pounds, or maybe even 10 if you get lucky. The Spider Shop at the moment has them up for £8. So I'll link them down in the description for you. They do not at all, it's not a sponsored video or anything, but that is the most trusted supplier in the UK, and I definitely do recommend them. So this one is around that much. A arboreal setup kind, because these are arboreal, but every single arboreal sling, when they're small, they borrow. So yeah, so that is it. So with the Trinidad olive, I forgot to mention the price. I mean, the olive itself is around, I'd say, £5 to £8 at most, and then the gold is around 12 to 15 once they're slings. So yeah, definitely do recommend if you want to get one now. If these are both, well, the olive gold, I think, yeah, it's from Trinidad, so it is a old world species, if I'm not wrong there. If not, I'll put it up on the screen if it's a new world. But that one, it is an old world. You generally don't have to watch out for their venom or anything, but do not handle. Maybe the blonde, maybe, but I don't recommend it. And definitely do not handle the olive. They are very quick. So be careful with that. They are very, very quick. They're fidgety, and they definitely do not like to be handled. The good thing about them is that they are like web castles. I mean, they will literally web for the whole night long. So now you think, okay, you know what? No, I want to get something, I don't know, a bit more fun. So a bit more dangerous, a bit more big, I would say. Or you want something that is more colorful, and you want something that just is there. So, for example, the ones that I showed you in last videos, those ones are always on display. These guys will probably never be on display. So tarantulas are more of a kind of a, they're not really there to touch or play with. They're more there to just look at. So for these ones, so for this one and for this one, you will definitely not see them. Not very often. You will definitely won't see them. I mean, if you go for something like a green bottle blue that we'll get onto, which I showed in the last video, but this one is great as a second one as well. So green bottle blues, they are usually on display at all times, but we'll get into that soon. So now, as I said, you want to get something more fun. Well, I have the option for you. So, by the webbing, can anyone guess what this is without watching any of the other videos? Yes, if you said this is a Togo starburst, then you are absolutely right. This is a maculata. Now these ones are slings. They're around £5 each per sling. Just about £5 a sling. Now these ones are old world, and I believe they have quite not very pleasant venom. So well, poison in a way, not really venom. But I definitely do not recommend you touch this one or any of the ones that I showcase in this video. Lightning quick, very, very quick, and definitely not something that you want to mess about with. So there it is in the corner now. I'm going to try and see if I can get it out for you guys, but I don't think so. Oh, there we go. She's coming out now. I'm just going to watch out, and I'm just going to put the lid here until she comes out, because I don't want her bolting out. So I want to kind of get her out for you guys. Oh, right, just so you guys can have a little look at her. So there it is. That is the Togo starburst. Now look at that amazing pattern and the color and the coloration. It's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, it's such a beautiful spider. Like, I honestly cannot get enough of looking at it. As you can see, all of them patterns everywhere, on the legs, on the abdomen, on the carapace. It's a gorgeous tarantula. And this one gets massive. This one is around a 16, 17 centimeter spider. But then again, it's kind of a dwarf species as well, but not really, because it's definitely not a dwarf species. But because of their size, they don't really get a lot. Well, they do get a much bigger than this, but not by much. So I would say around, as I said, 13 centimeters at tops. That's how big that they'll get. So yeah, definitely. Now this is a spider that you don't really want to mess around with. Lightning quick. Always will accept food. So yeah, I definitely recommend this spider. So yeah, if you really want to get into something amazing and you want to get a big spider, or you want to get something that looks really nice, this is the spider for you. Now, just be careful with this one, but 100%, you know what, if you think you're ready, go for it. So yeah, guys, so this covers basically all of the ones that I do want to recommend. I mean, as the last option, a green bottle blue would be perfect. I will stick a picture of the maculata up when they are adults as well. And this one is the green bottle blue. So this one, it gets really blue and beautiful. The maculata comes in cheap, but if you want to get like, for example, a juvenile, it'll be around 10, 15 pound, maybe 20 on tops. But yeah, this one, green bottle blue, amazing tarantula. Arboro as well, heavy webber, amazing. So yeah, so I hope this answered every single one of your questions, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, if you did, please thumbs it up and comment something. Please let us know what you want to see in the next video, and we will definitely see you again soon. make sure you check both of our new videos out on the left and right hand side corner, and make sure you press the subscribe button. Thank you so much for everyone's support, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.